All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Blueprint Entertainment. Today we are going to be playing The Council. If you're new to the series, please like, comment, subscribe for future content, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when I go live. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be episode 2, Hide and Seek. Let's get started.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost.
Max, how's it going, buddy? Welcome back.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet. Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it looks like you know, we've been duped. We've been framed. We did not kill Elizabeth. I don't even know why they would accuse us of such treachery. But let's get back to this skill tree. And I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna purge us or kill us on the spot. But let's continue on.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. But an act of horrific violence occurred during the night, and I do not know if this is linked to the disappearance of Sarah.
All right, so I think we're gonna just ask a link with my mother. Let's stay on track with
There's
the
a
investigation
possible link
here.
to my mother. I hope you'll let me know.
In the early hours of the morning, Elizabeth Adams was found dead in her room, savagely mutilated with a knife. I'll get straight to the point, Louis. According to the initial elements at my disposal, you were the last person to see her alive.
Yes, last night Do you suspect me?
I want you to tell me everything that happened last night and leave nothing out. Tell me, how did the evening begin?
Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I was well, let's do this. I was going to bed.
I was going up to my room when I saw Elizabeth waiting for me. She was very upset, and her words didn't make sense. I thought it best to follow her to her room, as she had asked me to.
Continue.
She insisted we have a drink, without which she refused to confide anything.
What exactly did she want to speak about?
All right, what did she want to speak about? Let's see. She thought, okay, about her childhood with her mother. Okay, she thought she'd seen my mother. Okay.
She claimed she
I'm gonna stay
saw
on.
my
I'm gonna
mother
stay
the
on track
previous
with this
evening
one.
on the cliff, if I remember correctly.
Interesting. I will send someone as soon as possible. But do go on.
I refused to go on drinking with her. She already seemed drunk and her conversation became confused. So, and then she ordered me to get out. If only I'd stayed.
Don't blame yourself, Louis. How could you have known? But thank you for this new information. Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed. I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why's that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Do you have any suspects in mind, my lord?
I spent most of the night talking with Sir Gregory and His Eminence Piaggi, so I think you can remove them from the list of suspects. Monsieur Bonaparte and President Washington left the party after midnight, I believe. They were tired and went up to bed.
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
All right, so it looks like we're going to go there.
Right. I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis. Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back. Lord Mortimer, he believes me. He knows that I'm innocent. So we're gonna just search this. I guess this is like a chamber or.
Which four-letter word could open this?
Oh, okay. So, what should this be? Let me think. Rands? No. All right. Let's try to figure this out here. This is a puzzle, I'm guessing. Let me see here. Four letters. Let's move away and see if we can find some clues. All right, so we're in here. Well, let me just try something real quick. Hey, Blood Rose Gaming, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining.
Which four-letter word could
I don't know why this dude is tripping. Let's do the
Which four-letter word could open this?
maybe change these two words. Wait, this is weird. I was gonna say Zeus, but maybe it's not that. Maybe it's something different. I wonder how I find this clue here. Let's see. I bet you there's a clue in this room somewhere. Let's keep looking around.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained? Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing. One last thing. You must know that Peru hit young Adams on the evening of our arrival. He apparently violently attacked her in the small salon.
Do you know anything else about the attack?
Oh, unfortunately not. I arrived too late to intervene. Young Miss Adams had already been submitted to the foul lout's rat. Otherwise, you can believe me, it would not have happened.
Alright, so that was no help at all. Alright, I'm gonna go check on this statue over here. Wait, maybe there's something in this bookcase. No, nothing? Okay, so this is... This big guy here. Looks like Zeus. I'm gonna try Zeus. I mean, what's it gonna hurt?
Which four-letter word could open this?
Oh, Zeus worked? Wow. I did not think that that was gonna work. Can I not go down those stairs? Okay, so I have to investigate Adam's death. I talked to the priest. Just picking up items. What's going on over here? Nothing. I mean, why are we investigating Adam's death when Elizabeth was the one who was murdered? What are you doing over here?
A nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
So y'all just over here having a masquerade party, huh? Ain't nothing, huh? Living your best life. Okay, I don't see what's in this room that can help me investigate Adam's death, so... I mean, I can always just take a fall. Can I just, you know, end it all right here? Alright, so we're supposed to be heading over to Elizabeth's room. Let me see what this says right here. That's... No, that's not it. So we're gonna go around this corridor. I know her room was close to mine, so... If we find my room, we should be able to find hers.
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
No, Nothing special.
I'd have thought this is not really the shortest way to get to your suite.
Yes, I wasn't really looking where I was going. I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Yeah, this dude seems pretty sketch. Alright, so she was in here doing some devilish rituals or something, because there's a Pentagon star on the ground, and she had all those candles lit. She was trying to reel me in to die, I'm pretty sure, because she was trying to get me to drink her little Kool-Aid poison that she had. She literally was getting upset because I told her no. I absolutely refused. I was not going to partake in that poison. Now we have all these clues here, and I just don't know what she was thinking. I mean, how hard is life to where you just kill yourself with poison?
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Alright, so we got one clue. Before we investigate Elizabeth's body, let's go over here and check on these clues over here. We're gonna sweep every part of this room before we leave. We want to make sure that we get everything.
A little reprieve. Pentagram. What the hell's been going on here?
Yeah, we don't want to know.
I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram. If a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange.
Alright, so that's really good to know. So, obviously she wasn't sacrificed in any way.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into a polite society. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Well.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Let's observe the firearm.
A tribute engraved on the barrel to the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
Okay, so that's probably a
I
fake.
shall have to find its owner.
Please don't give me the same dialogue. Come on, buddy.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd
Alright,
say.
yeah.
And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Hey, how you doing, Theo? Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button, buddy. And if you
I shall have to find
enjoy
its
the
owner.
content, hit that subscribe button. So, we're still investigating, ladies and gentlemen.
Piece of fabric.
I don't know
High
what
quality
is
at
going
that.
on.
I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
I'm still puzzled by them telling us to investigate Adam's death when Elizabeth was the one who clearly died.
It's a travel dress. The silk has been lightly waxed to protect it from bad weather. And I know the very woman who came up with the idea, given all the traveling she does. My mother. God help us. Why did she come here in the first place? The material appears to have undergone abnormal wear and tear. She must have been scouring the countryside, and that doesn't look good.
What This dude's not even making sense. Theo, buddy, you missed out. I don't know if you saw episode 1. But at the end of episode 1, we got framed for killing this woman right here, Elizabeth. She came to me, upset, distraught, talking about my mother abused her as a child. Then she was trying to get me to drink some poison. Wait a minute, what the hell? Hey, you been here this whole time? What you peeping on?
Has Sir finished with this room?
No, I'm not finished with this room, sir.
No, I haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
Alright, this dude over here was creeping me out. I don't even know how long he's been in here.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S.
P.S. Whatever. Alright, so you know what? It's time to stop messing around. The clock stopped at 3:54 a.m. I'm guessing we can go over here and start investigating Elizabeth. I mean, she was just a sad soul. She was just lost in this world, and we just feel for her because she didn't have to go. And you know what? I don't even think the poison drink killed her, because I honestly feel that she was trying to poison me. But seeing as she's laying in a pool of blood, somebody executed her easily. She got stabbed. I mean, there's a knife sitting right here. It's got blood on it.
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
Well, I mean, we was trying to shack up with her sister. She might have done it. I mean, we didn't go to her room like she asked, so she might have killed her own sister.
Knocked over a bottle of wine.
Let's give it a little sniff.
Same thing Elizabeth served me last night. Still just as disgusting.
And that is why we did not partake in that. It was disgusting.
I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
We only drink the finest Perrier. So, there's some more bottles here. Let's check. Well, was that the same bottle? Might have been the same bottle. So let's check this part right here.
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
So George Washington, our fellow president, probably killed this poor young lady.
Knocked over.
Alright, I didn't want that. No, I don't want the same dialogue. I want... Alright, so stabbed to death. Did we check? Okay, we checked that part. Alright, there we go. For being back in the 17th century, she sure is tatted up. She got the little Mason symbol right there with that all-seeing eye. She was worshiping something. Dang, her eyes are all bloodshot too.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
Yeah, well, she tried to tell you that your mother was abusing her when she was a child. I mean, that's where all those scars are coming from. So it looks like we don't have any more investigation points, so we're just going to go through the dialogue.
Scarring. Ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old cuts. Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means. These are sacred chants intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what? Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means. These are
Oh, okay. I
keys
don't know
intended to
why.
protect their bearer.
I selected the
But
same dialogue.
from
My
whom?
apologies.
Or from what? Symbol of Masons.
Told you she had that Mason symbol on her arm. Alright.
People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control.
Alright, so we examined the arm. Let's examine her upper body now.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
Well, duh. I mean, she did get stabbed to death.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Now that's disturbing.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that?
Wait. What?
The skin between her breasts is different.
Mr.
Bloody hell! This
Why do you
tattoo
keep
was
going through
drawn
the
on a
same
page of
dialogue?
leather
No one asked you to do
stitched
that.
onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Alright, yes, let's keep going. Let's keep investigating. We have other body parts to search. Alright, so let's return and let's go to... Let's just go, you know, counterclockwise.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck. Maybe mutilations.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this girl got it bad.
She bled from the nose. What a strange smell.
Man, why you smelling her breath, man? You a sick freak.
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol.
Alright, we don't have any attribute points to
Blood,
use.
but no trace of blows on the legs. More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
No. Oh my gosh.
Wounds?
Why?
Blood on the right
Why?
hand.
Why did I select the same dialogue?
On the left except that tattooed symbol.
Alright, so I think we are ready to leave now. Hopefully. Let's check over here one more time. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I did not check this area.
Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Probably is. That's why he's on the dollar bill. Okay. Oh, there's another box up here. So this is a lot of investigating for... I mean, we are investigating 2 murders, actually, in theory.
Blood spatter indicates that the murder must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
Alright, now we're ready to leave. We've seen everything we need to see here. It's time to move forward.
Has Sir finished with this room?
I know enough now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Yeah, you guard the door and play masquerade party or whatever you want to do. Let's see where we are now. We're back out in the hallway, so I guess we're still investigating. I wonder where that guy went from earlier. Alright, we can't go down there. Alright, whose room is this?
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
I don't know if we were in this room before, but we're gonna check every inch of this castle.
The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth, but that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Wait, we still have some points here. Let's do the search.
Golden elixir.
What up, Ghost? How's it going, buddy?
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Close to the owner's heart, okay. Wonder what this could be. Close to the owner's heart. Alright, let me look around this room and let's see if I can find any kind of clues. I'm gonna move away.
The alchemist is an old man.
Okay, I've been in this room before, I remember.
Used to uncover the best disguised traits.
What can I do for you, Derichet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Excuse me for asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth.
I found the Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, Derichet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure. It has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now. I get the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
Let's get in his head a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly how long had you been seeing her?
I have no reason to answer you.
I see. Is that what you want me to tell Lord Mortimer when he asks what I found out?
It's only been a few weeks.
Alright, so let's see if we can get some more skill points here. I'm gonna ask him some crazy questions here.
You loved her, didn't you?
That is none of your damn business.
Your feelings betray you, sir.
So what? Yes, I loved her, like a moth loves the flame of a candle. That's why we could never be together.
Alright, I know enough. Alright, so back to this puzzle.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
Where's that puzzle at? Here it is.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Oh, what if it's love? I didn't think of that. Oh, maybe. Hold on, is it lion? Nope. Okay, so the last letter is either, or no, it could be the first letter too. This is gonna be weird. That's 4 letters. And he says close to the owner's heart. I'm like really trying to figure this out. This is weird. The first one was pretty easy. It was Zeus, but this second one for some reason it's not coming to me like I would like think. Okay, close to the owner's heart. All right, so all right, I'm just gonna give up on this one. I don't even know what it could be. I mean, I could search around the room maybe and look for some clues, but
The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moment you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth, but that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
alright, let's move on. What's on this thing up here?
Table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol.
So is it zinc then? Let's try zinc.
Chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Oh, it might be zinc. 3rd letter. 4th letter. Wow, I actually got it. I didn't think I would get that. All right. Back to investigating here. This guy is definitely a suspect because he was acting sketchy earlier with us.
The alchemist is a young man.
All right, let's go search these rooms again. Oh, Theo, this is your first time hearing about this game? It's my first time playing it. Oh, wait, okay, I was already in here. Yeah, I saw a preview for it, and I just thought, what the hell? Let's try it out. The first episode was really good, so if you want to go check it out, it's in I did it in about 3 parts. Because it was a long episode.
President George Washington.
Alright, so we're going to go investigate the president's room. Because he definitely is also a suspect.
Golden elixir.
What's up, Georgie?
Greetings, Louis.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since her arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines. Are you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes.
Okay, I
Came to ask
accidentally
me
selected the same
She
dialogue
had finished
again.
her reserve, I believe.
Do you take it regularly, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, I do, Louis. I still suffer from a terrible toothache, and it's not likely to get any better.
It's just for that, then.
Old age, my young friend. I don't wish it upon you, but you'll soon see. At my age, it's rare to have no problems in that domain.
And do you take a lot?
A moderate amount, Louis. Only the dosage indicated on the prescription of my doctor.
Mr. President, we found a footprint at the scene of the crime.
Not a dress shoe, I hope. That's all I wear.
No, rest assured. It looks like the print of a big ankle boot. A large size, I'd say.
Perfect. That should help you, Louis. It's a clue.
Alright, so we know he has something to do with something. I mean, he's a president. The presidents have lots of secrets.
Looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
Okay, it doesn't look like I have any, Yeah, you should have saw the symbols that were on Elizabeth's neck earlier. They were also the word that you speak. Wait, no, let's go back in there. Alright, Mr. President, let's check your room. Alright, so he doesn't look like he has the royal jelly. The hell he got jelly for?
Portrait of George Washington. Portrait of George Washington.
Alright, so it doesn't look like I have any skill points for that. So we're just going to move forward. Go into the next area. Okay, so for some reason I feel like I was over this way. Can't go in that room either. So it looks like we're still investigating. I mean, all these rooms are locked. And we can't go downstairs. Napoleon Bonaparte. Have we been in this room? Okay. Since it's doing this cutscene here, I don't believe we've been in this room yet. Okay, we have not. This guy is over here looking a little stressed, ladies and gentlemen. Let's search his room real quick.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy. Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing? The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with a beautiful weapon. A living chemist's blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all. Except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
Did any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you. What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight, so I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No. Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit carries such an arsenal.
Thank you. Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Alright, so let's investigate his room here.
It's a beautiful weapon. Living, my dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Howley continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us.
Alright, so let's check this chest over here.
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
Alright, so we did find a gun earlier in the episode, and it didn't have any kind of residue. It didn't have any fire. It didn't have a firing trigger or any kind of dust on it. Dust, gunpowder.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Ghost, you said the character's voice is too low? Turn that up a little bit. Yeah, I'm also getting that that input lag I was getting last time where it was the dialogue's not catching up. I did turn it up a little bit, so let's see if you can hear it a little better. Alright, is there anything else in this room that I missed?
The Battle of Alexander Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
Okay, am I even allowed to go downstairs? No? Alright, so whatever I have to do is going to be up here on this second floor, okay? So I've interviewed the military guy, George Washington, and that sketchy young man. Forgot his name. Alright, so it looks like we are back up in this room.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night, but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night. As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far. Yet he told me that you had spoken and that you hadn't been able to reach an understanding.
That's putting it mildly. Monsieur Bonaparte is one of those guys who only understands people who think like he does.
Ah, I see what you mean. He is indeed rather inflexible when it comes to certain subjects. But I am still of the opinion that you can manage to get along.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding for several weeks?
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Tell me about her disappearance.
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister, and she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
One last thing, although I don't know if there is a connection.
I'm listening.
A gate was forced the other night near the wharf. Nothing serious, just a few small things damaged.
Sorry, my lord, but I was searching for leads to my mother. I thought I was hot on her trail and didn't take any precautions.
Well, you could have reported it to a servant. But never mind. I shall put it down to your ardor and anxiety. However, please try to respect my estate in future.
I certainly will. Please accept my sincerest apologies.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Blueprint Entertainment. This series will continue, so stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe for future content, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when I go live. Thank you for watching, and remember, your life is your blueprint, so make it a good one.